This we're going to look at Ohio State. We're running weak flood or some crossers with a post over here to the single side. But we'll jump right into it. Right here on this look, Ohio State's in a bunch here. They're faking their zone to the left from under center. Fullback stays in here to protect. Running back's right there off the edge. And right here as you're looking at it, you're getting a deep cross right there. He's coming shallow, so you're going to have two layers right there, and you got a post on that. So play action. Quarterback right here is looking 1, 2, 3 for the check down. And right here, getting into that bunch set out of 20 personnel, getting a bit of a cover 3 look. Right here is exactly what you'd want to run that post and that over. Then of course this flat route to try to take any kind of underneath coverage if there is a backer or something like that to the weak side. But right here, reverses out, good hard play fake. His eyes are up. He sees that there's a guy right there off the edge, so he really doesn't do much as far as the fake there at running back. He steps up for the protection. Good pro right here. You can see there's the release there, trying to take the safety and the corner. Easy release there. He actually slides inside of this guy. He actually works out and then he works across, so he goes into the middle. He's working across right there. Good hard play fake. Obviously don't like the post. You got a corner, then you got a safety over the top of it, so you're finding 2. And he's working across right here. Tons of space, nobody underneath right here to the weak side flat as he's working across. Good job stepping up. Easy throw right there. And right here, just to flip the wrist there for CJ Stroud, and that thing is spinning. Hits him right in stride, and they're rolling right there for an explosive play right there. Just getting to that weak flood, to the weak side on bunch. So this is a really good way to attack the weak side of the field. He steps in, goes to that mid-level route. He actually goes out, and then he comes across for the flat, and then outside guy is going post right there over the top. So again, really good concept right there, especially if you can get to a one high look. Can beat man, can beat zone. Easy throwing catch here for Ohio State on this one for an explosive play. It's a little bit different here. Shifted back into a bunch from a trip set, and these two guys actually stay in. He works across the field. You've got a post right there in this back. They actually fake it to the left, and he leaks to the flat. This is one that Lane Kiffin and those guys run at Ole Miss quite a bit. But again, you're getting a pull from the guard. Probably hoping these guys to step up, especially to the weak side. He's going to fake, and he's going to get to the flat. So right there, reverses out. And as he reverses out and fakes it, he's leaking out to the flats to widen that guy. And, of course, if he would have been blitzing, you can get that thing out of your hand as a hop. But right there, going vertical. The only receiver in the bunch is the guy that's at the point of it that actually releases versus man-to-man. And he's got a lot of space. If you roll this back, you can see there's tons of space right here. Take the corner and then take this safety over the top of that post. Now he's got outside leverage based off that bunch, and he can work all that space right there to get open. So right here, CJ Stroud strides through it. That was just going to be man-to-man. Going to have to be an accurate ball. Real strong ball right there. It's kind of like a 2-ball. You can see just how it explodes off his hand. Flips the wrist. Accurate throw, and you can see the space that was created because you had that entire third of the field to work here to get open versus man-to-man. And you had plenty of protection with that 7-man protection. Tons of time, especially against a good defense. It's amazing to have that much time against man coverage. With the great receivers that Ohio State has, it's going to be really hard to hold up in the secondary no matter who you are for that long playing man-to-man. So easy throw and catch there. Created tons of space with that cross. Explosive play in a semifinal game. Probably the best defense in the country. This look right here from Georgia. You can see they're playing a little bit of zone. So we got a post here. He comes across. They're faking across. Fullback comes across to help protect on that backside, and he leaks to the flats. And right as you see, he rolls to the right, so a half roll this time as opposed to straight drop back. So that half roll could have got those safeties to roll a little bit. Here's the back leading to the flats, holds this outside linebacker. Stroud right there in the pocket from the half roll. Lets his guy work across into that space. Good, easy medium throw right there. There's the post. Looks like it took the corner, held that safety right there, and he's able to work in that space. Running back right there, held him a little bit low. Again, creating explosive play, getting down into the red zone versus Georgia in a game that Ohio State should have won, and they had a really good game plan for. Ran those crossers and those floods to the weak side with play action where they could have max protection. They're able to throw into that middle zone and be pretty productive. Here against Indiana again, you got this post, which is going to be your first look. They actually leave these two guys in there in 21 personnel. Those are the guys right there. They're going to slide there. They're helping protect off that edge. He's climbing across, going to fake across, and he's going to leak to the flats right there. So that weak flood, similar to what Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss, obviously they run. Get the puller, the guard right there, just like Ole Miss does. Pulls him around into that gap. He's there, and then he leaks out to the flats late. Very first look right here actually pops open. Might have been the only time this year where that actually happens. Boom, right there. You can see that post is way over the top. because this safety, single high safety, is extremely flat-footed right here. He would have actually been underneath this climb as it's coming across. So right there, he's able to take the post, keep him running. Good throw, touchdown there for Ohio State. And this angle, you can really see what takes place. Again, you're getting it. It looks just like power. Obviously, you don't have the fullback over on that side, but you're getting the puller there from that guard. Could possibly be a counter because it almost looks like a pull there, almost a pull there from that H. This safety is just flat-footed enough. Good hard fake right there as he's leaking to the flats. And if you're watching this post, it's not just a straight post. He's just outrunning him. He actually leans at his body, leans at his leverage, gets him to back up, a little flat-footed. Now he sticks. Now it turns into a race. And as long as it keeps him running away from the defender, which obviously right here, one of the better quarterbacks in the nation, able to throw and catch. Huge play, touchdown there against Indiana. There's another way Ohio State was trying to get to this same concept, this time against Georgia. They motion right here behind, and he's the fake right there, but they're still having two guys right there off the edge with the slide that direction. So faking right there, and he ends up being the flat route right there. So there's the fake, just straight drop back. Those guys are sliding. You got a fullback, you got a tailback there off the edge as well. He's going post, and he's working that climb. As you can see, he starts shallow, gets a little vertical so he can try to beat man-to-man, get over the top of those backers, and he sticks it trying to get across. Right, as you can see, these backers, they zone it off. Everybody's dropping, so Stroud, instead of forcing that thing down the field, takes a completion on 1st and 10 to the guy that they faked that initial run to. Again, you can see he came across, faking the run right there. Everybody's getting depth. You can take completion on a 1st and 10, get your guy in space, and that's what they do right there. So he dumps it off. Easy completion right here. Those guys playing off. Make them come up and tackle, which obviously Georgia's going to end up doing because they're a great defense. Great rally there by Georgia's defense to keep it to be a 3-yard gain. Just making sure that you can stay in front of the sticks right there, get that completion, make them come down and tackle.